It's your boy DJ Shift. You're watching BPM Supreme TV right now. Get at it. How did I start DJing? I got into DJing. I originally used to bartend in Las Vegas, and I liked always I used to jump up on the bar and light my hand on fire and blow fire from my mouth, and I always liked to entertain. You know, I would juggle with the bottles, you know, do flare on fire and stuff like that. So then I got a name around town. People started knowing who I was, and then the club owners from Tao Group came into town. They were brand new into Vegas. They said, "Why don't you be a host? Everybody knows you can make a lot of money." So I started putting a suit on and meetings and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me, you know, I don't like hosting, you know, I like throwing the party, but I liked more the entertainment side of it, so always the DJ appealed to me, so literally I saved up I don't know, almost 80 grand or 100 grand, and just quit. Went and bought turntables and mixer and everything, and then was like, I'm gonna teach myself. I didn't want anybody to teach me because I didn't want them to know, you know, that I was trying to learn their trade or whatever, and then just started practicing. You know, it was so bad. My poor roommates had to listen to me every day, try to learn by myself. There was no YouTube back then and stuff like that, you know, so, but then I just started, you know, breaking into it and, you know, slowly built my name up, so. My biggest influences at the time was coming up, like Housewives was like Bad Boy Bill was a very big influence on me. I used to go see him a lot. Donald Glaude was huge. I used to love watching that guy. I still love watching him today. He's still one of my favorite DJs, energy-wise, and just such a good stage presence for him. And then open format ways, definitely DJ Hollywood at the time was running Vegas, and he was a big influence. And DJ Vice was breaking out into Vegas, but he'd already been a huge influence in the Southern California area. So both those guys were huge on, and AM, of course, was already doing stuff out there. I've actually been living in Vegas now for about 24 years, but I started DJing around, I was about 23 years old. About 2003 I started DJing. And my first real break is, after I started actually hitting out the clubs and stuff like that, I got the chance to go to rehab and close out on, it was like the end of the first season. I got to close out Labor Day weekend, and it was just a massive, that was when rehab was the only pool party in the whole United States, and it was just crazy. And the week after, I did good with that, and the week after, they had Tiesto, and I got to close out for him. And I remember being so nervous mixing in after Tiesto, and I'd only been DJing like about a year. So it was a little nerve-wracking standing next to the #1 DJ in the world, and he's waiting for you to mix in so he can take his CD out. I was voted best main room DJ, and then I got a couple times voted best pool DJ in Las Vegas. You know, I don't know, I'm a pretty humble person, but that's maybe why people like me. I don't talk about them better than anybody else. I don't ever, even if I hear something bad, like my ears about other DJs like that, I try to keep my mouth shut. There's no reason for me to say that. We were all horrible. Nobody started great, you know? And we all have our bad days too. Everybody has a bad day, and so there's no reason for me to go talk about that person. I think, you know, I just try to do the right thing at the right time. I play the right songs at the right time, and that's why I'm not better than anybody else in any genre or any type of skill. I just try to be a well-rounded DJ and always bring a quality product to the table and try to learn my crowd. And that's what I always tell new DJs is to never play for yourself. Always play for your crowd if you want to take it to the next level. Next for DJ Shift is just keep up on the production right now. I've been doing over 300 shows a year for over 10 years now, and I'm getting a little bit older now, and I want to start thinking about the next step. You know, you gotta, DJ's like being an athlete, you know? You make a lot of money when you're young and fresh, and then you start to get older, and the teams start trading you, and then you kind of just filter out. So you gotta stay relevant, and you don't want to go out, you don't want to go out traded from 4 teams and being a backup quarterback. You want to stay the front quarterback, and you want to have an exit strategy. That's mine right now, so I'm thinking now ahead in 10 years, how am I going to get out of this and still be accustomed, or and still keep the lifestyle that I've been accustomed to for the last 10 years of DJing 300 shows a year. So, you think of your exit strategy. DJing doesn't last forever, so now I'm thinking more on the production side, and I'm actually partnering up with my manager and helping 50-50 on our agency. So right now, so that's the next step to get out from behind the turntable to behind the desk side, behind the suit.